Well, shit, you never planned it. It's a Tuesday. Those beats, though. It's a brand new day. Not really, it's just Tuesday. But it can still be a good one. I look at my clock to check the time. It's 11 past 9. But I'm in no hurry. After making a cup of coffee, I head back to my room. Yesterday I thought of a place I could take Sayori to. I have some fond memories of the two of us roaming around that part of the town. There was this one time she nearly fell into the water. I caught her, but I lost my balance and got wet instead of her. That's awkward to think about. If I'd take off my shirt at this age, it would probably make both of us uncomfortable. I look through my clothes and think of what to wear for a moment. Not that I'm going out on my way to impress her, but it doesn't hurt to look decent now and then, right? All dressed up, I check to see if I've got everything I need before leaving. The familiar feeling of walking down our street vanishes as I stop in front of Sayori's house. We used to visit each other all the time. She looked so happy to see me after I went away with my parents for a week or two. Even among the other kids, I never experienced anybody being so overjoyed to see me. Since entering each other's house was accepted between us, I just assumed she'd be fine if I came in without ringing the bell or knocking. I was about to say ring a bell or not. After entering the house, only silence greets me. I call out to her. Sayori? She's still sleeping. I swear to God, if this turns into another, scary mod or something, I will throw hands. She's still sleeping? She said she'll be ready by the time I arrive. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Uh-oh. Please don't. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. No, there's no response. I really didn't want to enter her room like this. Isn't it a breach of privacy? He's saying the same exact lines in the original game. But she really leaves me no choice. Oh! I thought something actually happened. It didn't really scare me, but it kind of startled me a little bit. You just hear the door open, then I thought for a minute when I saw Sayori something happened to her, but it was just her being happy going for a hug or something. I got so anxious. Gotcha! Sayori tackles me with such force that I nearly fall over. I can't complain though. A hug from her is a welcome surprise. I was the first to let go. Why is it like this though? It looks like she's ready to go and she was just waiting for this moment. Okay. Are you ready, Mikey? Yeah. I said, are you ready? I'm ready. I can't hear you. I'm ready. Whew, let's go. Sayori rushes to the entrance and waits for me outside by the open door. I feel like I'm taking an excited dog for a walk. My own dog that I'm very fond of, that is. Wait, we have a dog? Where are we going? You'll see soon enough. All I'll say is that we went there before. Please tell me it's not the dentist. No, silly. Why would we go there? Because it's a place we went to together. If people had soundtracks to their lives, yours would be a list of laugh tracks. Wow, she actually has this pose now in this outfit. She only had it in her school uniform. Weird. We walk through the streets of our neighborhood, and our conversation trails towards our separate experiences in school this year. Anyway, did you manage to raise your grades? Last I remember, you were telling me about getting bad grades for assignments. Yep, my grades are better. Or got better. Back then, I might have run out of time while writing some of them. But don't worry, there's a good reason for that. I leave my assignments to the last minute because the older, therefore wiser I will be. What? Did that just not sound right to me, or am I just dumb? I'm gonna go with me being dumb. The palm of my hand firmly connects with my forehead. We're almost at the park. Want to race to it? Yes! Alright then. It's only about 100 steps from here, but I managed to cram in some teasing before we get there. You know what you are? A running gag. She starts giggling just enough for me to get ahead and arrive at first place. Oh man, I remember seeing this freaking picture. This gave me bad memories in the Sayori date mod. Sayori is slightly panting as she crosses the imaginary finish line. I'm not a gag, Mikey. I'm a real human being. We both laugh at each other as we regain our composure. There's a wave of nostalgia washing through me as we're walking into the park. So many memories of the two of us playing around here and by the river. We reach an open area of the park that's covered with bright green grass, the kind on which you can comfortably lie on or lie down. Whatever, fuck. My head hurts a little bit. This looks like the ideal for a place. Let me just whip out and we can pass it between the two of us. Sayori reaches into her bag and pulls out a frisbee. Gay. Want to go first? I feel like this choice wouldn't matter. Would I really need to save? Is she saying to go first to throw it or go first to catch it? I'm assuming throw it. Just in case if this does affect anything, I want to make sure I save. Anytime there's a choice, I'm going to save. I guess I'll let her go first. I think he means throw it. Or I think she's trying to ask to throw it first. I think. I'll let you have the first move. Yeah, I guess so. Just be careful how you hold it. Yes. Don't worry, I've been practicing. The weather is perfect for playing out in the open. There are just enough clouds to give some variety to the blue sky. The light breeze cools us down, while the shining sun keeps us warm. I'm starting to get tired. Like, I ain't even kidding. I'm recording right now at 5:30 in the morning. It's almost poetic how well this combination meshes with the game I'm playing. Running after the frisbee makes my heart beat faster, while looking at Sayori's bright smile calms my soul like nothing else I can think of right now. As we're exchanging it between us, our eyes occasionally lock onto the others. Her eyes have a glow to them that I don't recall seeing before. Is she allergic to something? We've been playing for about 15 minutes now. I'm getting tired of throwing it away and decide to keep it once I have it. Aren't you going to throw it back? Shaking my head, I approach Sayori. Let's rest a bit, okay? Okay. With that, she lies down on the grass and spreads her arms beside me. Or beside her. Okay, never. Beside me, whatever. Closing her eyes, she lets out an almost comedic sigh. Ha! Okay. I sit down next to her. She's just lying there without saying anything. It feels awkward to just look over her like this, so I lie down about on arm's length away from her. Dear Sunshine. Is she talking to me? That's not something she would say to me. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Oh wait, this was one of her poems, I think. I remember hearing this before. Kissing my forehead to help me out of my bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you? She goes silent again. That was part of her poem. I know it was one of her poems in the original game. A minute passes as I wait for her to continue. Was that a poem? Yeah. Uh-huh. I wrote it. Yep. I liked it. Is that all of it? No. I just forgot the other half. Memory not serving you well? I guess I'm not remembering. I'm remembering other things. Do you remember how you would always grab my hand and guide us towards the river? We'd spend our days making all sorts of contraptions with sticks and rocks. Yeah, I can't remember what we actually made, but I remember having a ton of fun together. Do you remember that one time you fell into the river? When I fell in there, I thought I was going to die. But you came and saved me. We were literally a few steps from the shoreline. That's not the point. I felt I could count on you. Even if I was a burden, you were there for me. Oh. Remaining choices too? What? There's so many choices. Crap. We had so many adventures together since the day we met. I care about how your life will go. I guess we had so many adventures together? I guess? Screw it. Well, you really burdened me with the unexpected. God damn it! I'm getting tired. As soon as we get to like a different part, I'm just gonna have to stop recording because I'm getting tired. Burdened me with unexpected adventures. That's for sure. Remember that time you almost set your house on fire? It was my first time cooking alone. What about when you almost flooded your house? First time washing hands? Hey, you meanie. You're saying these like you never did anything wrong. Like when you... Give me a sec. I love how chuckle at Sayori's attempt at making fun of me. Oh, jeez. One of them... Oh, I thought it was Sayori. One of them actually turned out well. My house not being burned down? Or not burning down? Hey, that's pretty good, haha. Remember when your parents left you for a single weekend? I still don't know how, but you locked yourself out of the house. How do you do that? Then you came over to our house and we had a sleepover! That was super awesome. I lost every time, but it was so cool to play with your parents. I really missed that when... Never mind. What? Something's on your mind? I was just thinking about how much you helped me when I did all these stupid things. You never even shouted at me for it. Yeah, it's what friends are for, right? I'm so glad that you haven't changed a lot after all these years. Like when you were rushing to climb up that old tree and I fell over trying to catch up with you. I started crying really hard and you didn't even notice. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Yeah, I was so lost in all the games we played. So in a way, that it was my fault. But you came back when you saw when you saw that I was hurt. You always came back. Yeah, I always did. You're such a sweetheart, Mikey. Eh? Don't say that, you'll make me feel weird. I know. Your mom always called you that. God damn it, Mom. That's not really why it feels weird. She was always my best friend. It feels like more than something a friend would say, especially after being gone for so long. What's on your mind, Mikey? Oh. Also, there's just multiple choices, I guess. Since the day we met, I care about how your life will go. I don't know if any of these will affect anything. I'll say since the day we met. It just occurred to me that it was so many years ago I've forgotten how we met. Didn't we first meet when you moved here when we were children? Well, yeah, we saw each other when we moved in, but we didn't really meet each other until the fair. Oh yeah, the fair. Now I remember, there used to be a summer fair that would come into town every year. Yes, I remember. My parents took me. I was wandering around looking at the games when I saw you there. You were crying your eyes out. I was new to town and didn't know anybody. I was alone and kind of scared in that big place. Yeah, I remember. So you came over and asked why I was so sad. And when I said I didn't have any friends, you said you'd be my friend, so I wouldn't have to be sad anymore. And I wasn't. Aw. Yeah, I remember. I just couldn't stand to see you upset. I guess I still can't. ... Thanks, Mikey. You don't know how much that means to me. You didn't think it... Or I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Anytime, Sayori. How about we check out the river? You know, like we used to? Yay! That's a nonverbal approval if I've ever heard one. We make our way to the riverside. It's just as peaceful as it was in my memories. We approach the fence. It was so hard to jump over when we were kids. I help Sayori climb over and I follow right after her. This is the riverside. Alright. We stand next to the river and watch the calmly flowing water. This is actually a narrow branch of the river that runs through the city. It looks so much more shallow and narrow than when we were kids. I could probably walk through to the other side without getting my face wet. As I'm assessing the possibilities of fighting against the current, Sayori started messing about on some boulders near the shoreline. I better go and check up on her in case she stumbles and starts drowning in 1 foot deep water. 12 steps? 13 steps? 14? We used to challenge each other to take steps and leaps from boulders to rocks and back. It was a lot more difficult back then. Even though she doesn't need to jump between them anymore, she's still pretty clumsy about it. 17? You're going to get your shoes soaking wet if you fall in the water. I won't. A what? Teen! She almost slipped on one of the rocks. I should probably go and help her out. When I get close to her, the biggest gap is right between us. Come on, let's go somewhere less slippery. One more. She's gonna fall this time, isn't she? 19. Cat! I called it. Was I the only one that didn't think that was pretty obvious? As she steps on the stone in front of her, she loses her balance and grabs onto my arm. I lose my balance and turn and fall into the river right next to her. Gah! How can the water be so cold in the middle of summer? I look up and see Sayori looking down at me, still standing on the rock with dry clothes. I'm sorry. I can tell she's making an attempt at not laughing at me. It's not working out. She reaches out her arm to help me get up, but I motion her to not bother with it. Getting her wet at this point wouldn't help the situation at all. I'm fine, just go to the shore without falling, okay? I walk through the water instead of trying to get back on the rocks. With these wet shoes, I could fall again and actually hurt something other than my dignity. Sayori's looking at me with a mix of pity and amusement. Just before coming out of the water, I call out to Sayori, motioning her to come closer. Are you okay, Mikey? I lean down and splash some water at her with my cupped hand. Most of it felt like going into spots around Sayori. I totally didn't miss her. Hey, meanie. It's only fair to share some of it. Sayori sticks out her... Look at her sticking out her tongue. Sayori sticks her tongue out in response. Typical. Come on, let's go home. I don't like having my pants soaking wet. Aw, okay. There's rarely an occasion when I wish for warmer weather in the summer, but this is definitely one of them. We wordlessly walk for a couple of minutes when Sayori's phone suddenly gives off a short melody. She's reading a short text message. What's up? It's Monica. She says we're having a meeting tomorrow at the same place. So how long has it been since you all met before yesterday? Let me think. Sayori is humming to herself and slowly counts to 3 on her fingers. 3? 3 what, Sayori? Oh, sorry. 3 weeks. Well, almost 3. I met with Monica a few times, and with Natsuki once, but this is the first time we all came together outside of school. Is that so? I guess it makes sense since you probably met every weekday in this club. Yup. We continue on our way back home. Thanks for going out with me, Mikey. It was so much fun today. You really had a good laugh at my expense. Yeah. Are you feeling better, Mikey? I guess, but I need to change my wet clothes. Can I offer some dry humor? Very funny, Sayori. I'll see you around. Bye, Mikey. Man, that really wasn't the ending I expected for this day. I spent the rest of my day at home to cheer myself up with my hobbies. And it's gonna be Wednesday. But we won't do Wednesday until the next recording session. Now we'll save it for the next recording session. Thanks for yawning. Alright, so that'll be it for now. So far it seems pretty alright. I still hated that freaking acronym minigame, so that one was a bitch. Trying to get the right person to be with. So that was annoying. Other than that, this is pretty good so far. Anyway, that'll be it. I will see you guys in the next video.